what's up everybody? Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about supplements, what I take and why. Everybody thinks you need a ton of supplements to achieve your goals. I see people taking a million different things to try to get bigger, stronger, faster. The truth is you just need a few things. Really, it boils down to your diet mostly. But there are some supplements you can take to help you out. Here's what I use. I take 3 different types of proteins for different times of the day and for different reasons. I take a meal replacement protein. This is it here. This has a blend of 6 different proteins in it. The reason you want to do that is because you don't want a fast-acting protein like whey as a meal replacement. For your meal replacement protein, you really want a protein that's going to break down a little bit slower. It's going to take a little longer for it to digest. And the purpose of that is to provide you with a longer period of being anabolic. It will keep you fuller longer. I like this protein because it tastes really good. It has 6 different proteins in it. It has slow-acting, medium-acting, and fast-acting proteins. I take a whey protein post-workout. The only time I use whey is post-workout. Really, I do my post-workout shake a little bit differently than some people. I take it during my workout. About the middle of my workout, when I'm starting to really get depleted of energy and burning out, I'll begin taking in my carbohydrate and protein drink. There's been a lot of studies done that state having some kind of nutrients infused while you're working out can increase your recovery by upwards of 30%. If you're not putting some type of nutrients in your body while you're working out, at the very least do it immediately upon finishing your workout. I take whey protein isolate as a post-workout because it's really fast-acting. Gets right into the body and starts that recovery process. My workout drink that I take while I'm working out towards the end of my workout is whey protein, vanilla whey protein with some apple juice, creatine, and glutamine. I take a nighttime protein before bed. I don't always do that. It depends on if I get a late meal or not. But this is actually a really good protein to take before you go to bed. It says it lasts 12 hours. I don't think it really lasts that long. But I do notice when I take it before bed that I wake up not feeling as hungry as I do when I don't take it. The longest period of time that your body goes without nutrients is while you sleep. So if you're trying to build muscle, or not even build muscle, if you're trying to recover from your workouts, whatever your goals are, the last thing you want is to be in a nutrient deficit. Unless you're dieting for a bodybuilding competition, you never want to be in a nutrient deficit. While you sleep and you're fasting, your body is in a state where it needs nutrients to recover, and your body doesn't have them. So if you take something like a nighttime protein before bed, your body will have the readily available nutrients to help with that recovery process. Finally, this is sort of a protein as well. Amino acids, that's basically what protein is. I take amino acids in between meals. Sometimes I'll take it with a meal. Let's say I'm out and I have to get Chipotle because I don't have time to go get a full healthy meal on my diet plan. I'll throw some aminos in to make sure I'm getting all the necessary amino acids in that meal. Aminos are a great way to fill the gap, really, basically in between meals. So if you're going 2 hours and you know you're going to have a couple more before you could eat, pop some amino acids, either pills or powder, and keep your body in that positive nutrient state. You never want to be catabolic. Catabolic just means that your body is out of food, and it's going to start breaking down muscle tissue and fats and other sources to get the energy it needs. Whenever you're training for any kind of competition or to be in better shape, you want to keep your body anabolic, and that just means you want to keep your body in a positive nutrient state. You never want your body to run out of food. Healthy, good food. Some people use intermittent fasting and other techniques to burn fat, and it can be effective. I would say if you're not familiar with it, don't do it. The most tried and true method for the human body is to stay in a positive nutrient state to recover. If your goal is recovery, not muscle building, not bodybuilding, if your goal is recovery, then you should constantly have fuel in your body, healthy fuel. You don't always need a ton of carbs. You don't always need a ton of protein. You need to have a steady flow of nutrients going into your body. A general rule of thumb for this is you should never go more than 2 hours without putting something in your body. So if it's been 2 hours since you've had anything, you should at least do a protein shake if that's all you can get to. Maybe some amino acids. And 3 hours for solid meals. So every 3 hours you should be eating something solid. Whether it's a snack or a full meal, you should be eating some kind of solid food every 3 hours. Supplements are simply a tool to fill the gap. They shouldn't be a replacement for your food. Your 99% of your nutrition should come from your diet, and all this shit back here is just to help you fill in some gaps. So I'm going to talk about pre-workout stuff. That's an unnecessary supplement. There can be a lot of benefits to taking it for muscle building or performance, but really it's a personal choice whether you take a pre-workout or not. Evogen is a company that I love their products. I use a few of them. I have a lot of experience personally with their products. I've used them for a long time. They have two different types of pre-workout. They have stim and stim-free. Basically that just means one has your caffeine and your energy boosting stuff in it and one of them doesn't. Never take a stimulant pre-workout for CrossFit type training, your cardio sessions, sprints, any shit like that. The only time I use a stimulant pre-workout is when I'm just going to do weight training. You really have to know what you're training for. If you're just training to put on muscle and you're going to go lift some weights, a stimulant pre-workout is amazing. Makes you feel more pumped, makes you feel more energy. If you're doing more circuit style training where you're doing CrossFit competitions or trying to run any kind of distance or train your cardio system, you definitely don't want a stimulant because it's going to increase your heart rate and it can be pretty dangerous. I take my pre-workout about 30 minutes before I get to the gym. Usually it's just kicking in about that time. So I'd say really 20 to 30 minutes before your workout, you want to make sure you have it on board. I mix it in a water bottle, shake it up, and if I'm not going straight to the gym, I have it ready to go. And about 30 minutes before I know I'm going to pick up my first weight, I start pounding it down. So the three most important things you can do for nutrition are your pre, during, and post-workout nutrition. What you put in your body during those times is probably the most important part of your day when it comes to fitness. One of the things I use in my post-workout shake, which like I told you guys, I take my post-workout shake probably about halfway through my workout. I start sipping on it, and then throughout to the end of my workout I sip on that. All it really is whey protein, isolate, with some apple juice for the carbohydrates. I use Simply Apple because it's no added sugars or anything else in it. And I take glutamine and creatine in that shake as well. The glutamine and a lot of other nutrients are included already in Evogen CellKEM. It's a really great product. I've used it for a long time. It helps with, it's a really great recovery aid. Definitely check it out if you're interested in looking for a good post-workout supplement. So like I told you guys, I don't take a lot of supplements. Of all the things we mentioned, it's protein, amino acids, pre-workout, post-workout. That's it. There's one other supplement that I do take, Somatomax. It's a sleep aid. It helps increase your natural growth hormone production. While you sleep, your body naturally produces growth hormone, at least until you're in your 30s or so. And then your growth hormone tapers off significantly. So if you're over 30, or if you have any difficulty sleeping, or you need extra help with recovery, it's a great sleep aid. It's a great growth hormone stimulator, and all around great product. It was actually prescribed to me by an endocrinologist the first time I took it, and I've taken it ever since. And I do cycle on and off it at times because you do build up a tolerance to it. Like anything, you don't want to take something forever and ever and ever. It's good to use things for a while and come off them. I don't take pre-workout every time I work out. I don't take pre-workout for months at a time. I use it sometimes, and then I'll go take breaks from a lot of this stuff. A couple other products I want to talk about. They're not really supplements. It kind of gets a little bit more into nutrition, which is going to be a whole nother segment, probably broken up into multiple segments. I use them a little bit more like supplements, so I'm going to talk about them here. Apple cider vinegar with the mother protein in it. There's a ton of health benefits associated with this, cancer fighting, all the other good stuff. I'm not going to get into all of it. Do your own research, see if it works for you. One of the biggest things I use this for is its ability to regulate your glucose levels in your body, which is really effective when you're trying to burn fat or increase muscle or just be healthier. Anytime you eat a meal, you get a glucose response, which subsequently you get an insulin response. The way I use apple cider vinegar is I take a shot in the morning with my breakfast, and I take a shot at night before bed to help regulate glucose levels while I'm asleep. Another great thing to help regulate your blood glucose is cinnamon. A lot of people don't know about it. People are actually taking cinnamon capsules now, so if you can't take the taste, you can also buy it in capsule form. But definitely use it as much as you can. It helps regulate your blood glucose after a meal. It's great to use with your breakfast, pre-workout meal. It's also good to use before you go to bed. This is not really a supplement, but something that I use. PB Fit. There's a couple different versions of this out there. Basically, I love peanut butter. I love the taste of it. I like making my protein shakes with peanut butter in them. That's not super nutritious if you're watching the way that you eat your calories. When we get into the nutrition stuff, I'll explain how I carb cycle and why. Whenever I'm watching what I eat real carefully, I'll use PB Fit instead of peanut butter. I'm getting 6 grams of protein per serving, and I'm getting the flavor of peanut butter without any of the negative sugars or super high fats. There are good fats in peanut butter, but it is still really high in calories. And a lot of peanut butter is really high in sugar as well. So again, I can't stress enough, supplements are not a replacement for food. They are just tools to fill in the gaps. If you treat them as such, you're not likely to overdo it. I see these kids in the gym, skinny kids that are taking weight gainer and a million other supplements to try to get big, when really it boils down to you need food. You need to eat. You need to eat healthy. You need to eat a lot more than you probably think you need to eat if muscle building is your goal. If general health and nutrition is your goal, definitely try to stay away from processed foods. Stick more to whole foods. And as far as supplements go, they're not going to make you big. They're not going to make you strong. They're not going to do what steroids do or replace eating healthy and putting in a lot of hard work. They're just not going to do that for you. And I'm not recommending any of these products. I'm not endorsed by any of these companies, obviously. If you're thinking of taking any kind of supplement, you should probably check with your doctor before you do that. I'm not a physician or an expert on any of these topics. I just know what works for me, and I'm sharing that with you guys. So be safe. Do your own research. Make sure you know what you're putting in your body. Stay away from the gimmicky shit, stuff that's going to boost your testosterone and make you huge in 3 weeks. None of that shit works. Nothing works better than hard work and good nutrition. Again, these are the things that work for me. This is what I like to use. Please, if you have supplements that you swear by, we didn't even talk about vitamins. We didn't talk about a lot of other supplements and nutrients that people like to do. I feel that I get plenty of vitamins from the foods that I eat as it is, so I don't take a multivitamin. And during different times when I'm dieting or different things like that, sometimes I'll add in another supplement or take one away. Sometimes I come off all this stuff altogether and just eat healthier. I just want to recap on a couple of the key points of what we talked about. Proteins. Different types of proteins for different purposes. Make sure you study and know why you're taking what type of protein and when. Pre-workout, with or without stimulants. What type of training are you doing? Are you just doing weight training? Stimulants are probably okay. Are you going to run? Are you training to run a marathon? You probably want to stay away from high stimulant pre-workout. Post-workout and during your workout nutrition. Simple carbohydrates are good at this point. Glutamine, creatine, proven supplements over time that help with recovery, and you should probably consider including in your regimen. So thanks for watching. I know supplements isn't the most exciting topic, but it's really important. And please leave comments below on what you guys use and what kind of stuff you guys like. If you use some of these products, let me know what you think about them. I included a few clips from our first workout back, which is going to be the whole next episode. I did a chest workout with another Special Forces buddy of mine, Josh, and another firefighter buddy of mine, Greg. So enjoy that, and we'll see you next episode.